I feel like this is truly unfair. Trying to get in
Stop.
trouble.
Stop.
I'm gonna
It's
just move
me.
out of state because I'm done. I'm done dealing with this. I'm moving out of state. I'm moving
Well,
right now.
well, no, not unless you have court authority in all your
I
cases
don't.
to move out. You're
I
not, because
don't
you're
care. I'm
on
moving out of state,
probation.
and you guys ain't coming to get me. I will move out of state. I'm not doing any of it. I'm moving out of state. I'm packing my stuff up right now
You're telling me you're not going to comply with my orders?
because of your stupid motherfucking state of Kansas.
Okay, you've just been found in contempt of court.
You know what? I don't care fucking less. Fuck you. I'm moving out of
All
state.
right.
This guy walked into court and completely lost it on the judge for absolutely no reason. He's been ignoring court fines from past convictions like they don't apply to him. Now it's simple: pay up or sit 90 days in jail. The judge was actually being pretty reasonable, but somehow he's acting like he's the one being wronged. It's one of those courtroom spirals where every word just makes it worse. Self-representation? More like self-sabotage. What do you think? Was the judge too tough, or did he bring this on himself? Let's jump in and watch how this plays out.
You still don't have counsel, is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor. I know today is my possession of marijuana on the payer appear and
Okay,
everything.
well, let me call that case number. We're on the record now in 2021 CR 274, State of Kansas versus Daniel Lynn Lyman Jr. The state appearing by and through Jared Regier, and the defendant in person and pro se. We have had a situation where you are supposed to pay November 28th, 2022. You did indicate you wanted to represent yourself without counsel and waived counsel on record. And you had been on diversion. You got another charge of driving while suspended. You ended up, it looks like, getting your diversion revoked, being found guilty at trial, sentenced, and you were supposed to have your case paid by today, February 6th. Now, what were you saying, sir?
The reason why I haven't had it paid yet is because the job that I was supposed to go for at American Eagle in Ottawa, it didn't plan out as planned. So I'm working at a motel over here in El Dorado,
Okay.
and it's just not bringing in as much money as it should. And I get paid twice a month. I have a lot of bills to pay, plus my court fines. I'm not trying to miss any of my court fines. I'm not trying to do any of that. I'm trying to pay everything that I can at once. I was just going to ask you if I can start paying maybe between $20 and $50 a month. And my first payment I can put on this one is on the 8th of this month, guaranteed.
Well, you've always been allowed to make payments as long as you had it paid in full by your pay or appear date, i.e. today. So, now remind me, are you married or single?
I am single.
And remind me if you have children you support.
Right now I have a stepchild that I support.
Now you're single, but you have a stepchild that you support.
Yes, because I am in a relationship. I'm not married or anything. I'm in a relationship, but I support me, my fiance, and our child right now.
Well,
Because
I don't know why you're supporting these, but why you've taken on new obligations when you haven't taken care of your old ones, such as paying your case. You owe, sir, $658.
Yes, ma'am. I understand.
And you have not made any payments since November?
No, ma'am. I've barely been working. Like I said, I have this job and everything. I've been paying my bills and everything because I do have rent to pay. I have my phone bill. I have my SR22 insurance that I'm trying to pay, so that way I can also get my license back. I have my fines to pay. I have a lot of stuff to pay right now, honestly, and I'm just not trying to go to jail over all this.
Well, I was going to say, I was going to ask you if you thought it'd be easier just to go serve the 90 days in jail and send these costs to civil collections. Do you want to do that?
I don't, because it just messed everything up. Because I still have my Lyon County court case for my 2021 case back then when I had that case that I'm still trying to pay on as well.
Look, I get it. Money can be tight. But at some point, you've just got to handle your court fines. It's been months. Now the choice is pay the balance or spend 90 days in county. No Wi-Fi, no takeout, no comfort. He keeps talking about rent and bills. Okay, but you know what's worse than rent? Jail. Because those bills don't magically disappear when you're locked up. They pile up. I'm not even mad. I'm honestly confused. How do you remember every app on your phone but forget you owe the court? This isn't some complex strategy game. It's basic responsibility, and he's still fumbling it. At this point, paying the fine would have been the easy move. Now he's trading freedom for 3 months behind bars.
What do you have going on in Lyon County?
I got it before this possession of marijuana case. It was a duty of driver slash no DL at the time, and they dropped the duty of driver down to a no DL, and I'm just having to pay on that of $377 as well.
So you had a car wreck
Yes, ma'am.
without insurance?
No, it was with insurance. It was with insurance.
Okay, and you didn't report it to law enforcement and they found out about it?
Yes, ma'am. It was my fault. I
Okay,
take
and
all
when
blame
did,
for
when
that.
did you do that?
That was in 2021,
Well,
almost 2 years ago.
this case was in 2021, June of 2021. When was your
And
Lyon County?
uh, it was after I got served papers when I was on house arrest in Lyon County. Because I had completed my house arrest and I was on house arrest when I got into the wreck. I didn't report it. I got in trouble. I got a ticket.
How were you
And
on house arrest and driving at the same time? House arrest means jail.
house arrest, I was going to work and back, and I ended up getting in a wreck.
Okay,
Yeah.
so they gave you work release from your house arrest,
Yes, ma'am.
and on your way to or from, you had a wreck, and then you didn't
Yes, and
report it.
I failed to report it.
Well, okay. Well, I just kind of wanted an idea of what was going on over there. Have you paid anything on that case?
I've been slowly paying on it and everything. I try to make $10 payments. If I can't make it, I call them and let them know, and they told me just to pay it next month and everything. So I have owed $377. I've only paid $20 on their case so far too.
Well, how come they've gotten $20 and I haven't gotten anything?
I apologize. Like I said, I'm trying to pay everything all at once, and it's just all adding up on me. And I really don't want to go to jail over all this. I want to try to get it all paid. I know I'm not being very good at it right now, but I do
Okay.
apologize with everything I have, and
Okay,
my first
hang
payment I
on,
can make.
hang on. And you were on house arrest and you got served with papers for possessing marijuana in another county. Is that what you told me?
Yes, because originally back in 21, if you can let me just start over real quick, I got pulled over in the state of Kansas and in Butler County area, and I had my warrants active for Lyon County and Butler County at the time. I ended up serving my 7 days in Butler County for the city court. They transferred me over to Butler County or Lyon County after I got stopped for my possession of marijuana. And that's how I got my possession of marijuana. They did not take me to jail over my possession of marijuana. They charged me for my warrants, took me to jail over them. I served my time in Butler and Lyon County jail, got out on house arrest. By the time I got out on house arrest, I was served my marijuana papers. I got diversion for those. I completed my house arrest, got off, and now I just been fighting my duty of driver slash no driver's license over there. Been trying to pay that off. Then I got another one through you guys for the no driver's license back in July and everything. And I just been trying to pay all three of these tickets off and paying my rent, my phone bill, my SR22 insurance to get my license back. I'm trying it all, I'm trying hard as I can and best as I can.
Mr. Lyman, I'm going to modify your sentence.
And I'm trying to get out of trouble, I'm
I'm
trying
going to put you on the remainder of your probation is going to, well, let me check. How long did we put him on probation for originally, Mr. Aguirre? It was 6 months non-reporting in November.
Your Honor, I'm showing in the journal entry non-reporting probation of 6 months following the court's order from the November 28th, 2022 hearing.
If he doesn't have this paid in full in 30 days, I'd like to do a motion to revoke diversion and modify this bill. I'm going to put you on reporting probation.
I feel like this is really unfair on me because, I've had it really hard the past few years and I've been trying to get out of trouble. And, I may not be able to pay all my fines off right away, but I am trying. And I feel like this is unfair because I do not get a break. I've not had a break since I've been 16 years old with the justice system.
What do you guys think? Does he deserve some leniency, or is Judge Webster completely right here? She's definitely coming in firm, but let's be real. This isn't his first run-in with the law. He's got a record, and not a single payment has been made. You can't ignore court fines like they're spam emails and then act shocked when the judge calls you out. That's not how this works. It's like skipping every assignment and still expecting an A. At this point, it's not even about the money, it's the attitude. He's acting like the law is optional. Stick around because he's about to push things even further and make this way worse for himself.
And I feel like this is truly unfair. In the state of Kansas, I always get in trouble. When I lived in Oklahoma for 3 years, I never got in trouble. I have not had one driving ticket, nothing in the state of Oklahoma. I come back to Kansas and I get in so much trouble and I don't even do anything. I drove once and got a ticket. And I just feel like this is unfair on me. Just because I can't pay a fine.
Okay, sir, I understood you to say you drove in Lyon County, and you wrecked and didn't report it. So there, you drove that day, right?
Yes, and that was my fault. But
And
in the
then I
meantime,
understood that you drove in Butler County, and after this case,
yes, ma'am.
marijuana case.
All
So
these
1 + 1 = 2, Mr. Lyon. So you've driven at least twice illegally in Kansas.
Yes, ma'am, I have, but that is because I have to go to work and back. How am I supposed to go to work and back while I'm trying to get my license without anyone offering me to give rides? I'm not trying to walk out of town. If I live in Leon, Kansas with my parents at the time, how am I supposed to get back and forth to work if they can't give me rides and I'm the only one with the vehicle, but they don't want to wake up to give me rides and I have to go to work to go pay my stuff? How is this all fair with me? Because people won't give me rides. I can't drive and stuff like that. Yes, I live in El Dorado now and I walk to my workplace and everything, but
Where do you work in El Dorado now?
I work at motels, the Motel
Okay,
6,
you told me that. And where do you live?
Silverwood Apartments.
Okay, so that's not too far from where you work.
No, ma'am. And that's why I said I walk now. I don't drive. I'm trying everything that I can. You know, right now I feel like everything is gathering up on me and I can't have a chance to do anything because I'm trying to get my life together. I promise you, I'm not trying to drive. I'm not trying to get in trouble.
Stop. Okay, you said you haven't been given a break. It looks like you were put on the deferred disposition docket, which means you were what, given diversion in this case initially?
Yes, ma'am.
And then you didn't comply with it. That was a break. If you'd done what you were supposed to, the charges would have been dismissed and kept off your record. So wasn't that a break? And you didn't comply with it, so you got that revoked. And then you were sentenced and given terms. I let you pick when you were going to pay this off, and you picked today. And then you didn't comply with that. You know, I didn't have to give you probation when I sentenced you. Probation is a privilege. It's not a right. So that was a break. I didn't put you in jail, right? That's 2 breaks right here in this case.
Yes, Your Honor, you are correct.
And if I transfer you to reporting probation, that's still a break, and that's a 3rd break. So I really don't think you have any grounds to sit here and say, poor me, Kansas is too mean to me.
It is. It really is. If I had a choice, I would move out of Kansas right now and I would never
How
come
can you say it's mean to you and we're giving you all these breaks and you won't quit violating the law?
I've been trying to stay out of trouble. I got in trouble once.
He keeps saying he's only been in trouble once, like that's some major accomplishment. Like he survived a 5-star chase in GTA and deserves applause. Then he claims Kansas is the hardest state to stay out of trouble in. What does that even mean? The laws aren't hidden in riddles. It's not some impossible level in a video game. Just don't break the law. Instead of owning his decisions, he's blaming the state like Kansas personally targeted him. The law doesn't bend because you're frustrated. It's not a choose-your-own-adventure story. This whole argument just sounds like someone who refuses to take responsibility.
This year for driving, and I was trying to drive home from work.
For this year, you've already gotten in trouble in 2023?
Or not this year, 2022 is what I'm talking about. Sorry, I forgot it's 2023 now. But yes, in 2022, I only got in trouble once. I had not been in trouble ever since all my old cases. I only got in trouble that once in 2022 for driving back in July.
We're not going to keep talking in circles here, and you're not going to convince me.
I'm just move out of state because I'm done. I'm done dealing with this. I'm moving out of state. I'm moving right now.
Well, no, not unless you have court authority in all your cases to move out. You're not,
I
because
don't
you're
care. I'm
on
moving out of state,
probation.
and you guys ain't coming to get me. I will move out of state.
I am transferring you to supervised probation, and you have 30 days to get this all paid. Call your probation officer this morning.
I'm not doing any of it. I'm moving out of state. I'm packing my stuff up right now.
You're telling me you're not going to comply with my orders?
Fine. Yes, I will. I will apply with your orders.
Oh, I am going to, where do you live?
Silverwood Apartments.
Silverwood Apartments in El Dorado. I am transferring your probation. You are to call the probation office. And you have 30 days to have this paid in full.
Or else I go to jail.
You either go to jail or you get your probation extended, whichever we decide to do. If you can show me you need more time to pay it, that you've made a good faith effort, I will certainly consider extending it, but you will be in violation of your probation, and it'll either be extended or you'll get it revoked and go to jail, one or the other.
In my
Because
opinion, this is really, really stupid.
because you have, as I understand it, Mr. Regier, he has violated the law since he was put on this probation in November. And if that is correct, that's a violation of his probation. I understood him to say he got a driving while suspended. Is that right, Mr. Lyman?
Yes, Your Honor. Because of your stupid ass motherfucking state of Kansas.
Okay, you've just been found in contempt of court.
You know what? I can do fucking less. Fuck you. I'm moving out of
All
state.
right, you are in contempt of court. You have now failed to appear. We need a bench warrant for his failure to appear today for failing to come to court. He's in contempt for his language, and we will deal with that at the next hearing, but please do a bench warrant as soon as possible, Mr. Regier, for his failure to come to leave court.
Your Honor, as far as the bench warrant is concerned, is the court ordering a specific amount towards bond?
No bond. Hold until he sees me. If we can get him back on this morning's docket, that'd be great. If you have staff that can prepare that warrant this morning and put it in my queue, I'll be happy to sign that as soon as it's there, and we'll get him picked up this morning.
Thank you, Your Honor. And is the court's prior orders regarding the case to be paid in full within 30 days, as well as the defendant being put on non-reporting probation and the defendant to contact the probation office today, I'm assuming those are still the binding?
I think actually, Mr. Regier, it might be better to just file a probation revocation for violation of the law and failure to pay. That might be just the better way to do that. And then,
Not a problem. Not a problem, Your Honor.
all right, thank you, Mr. Regier.
Well, looks like he just booked himself a 90-day stay courtesy of the county. I honestly don't get why he had to escalate it like that. The judge was giving him a fair shot considering everything. And somehow, he turned it into a full-blown victim speech. Every time he talks, he just digs the hole deeper. This whole Kansas is against me angle? No, Kansas just has laws, and he keeps breaking them. What do you think? Was the judge too harsh, or did she actually show restraint? Either way, this was pure courtroom chaos. If you enjoyed the breakdown, hit like, subscribe for more daily content, and as always, thanks for watching. See you next time.